Hey, I'm Adam,
And I'm Slacker Steve.
and welcome back to the show. Hopefully, at this point, we have your attention. I think our last episode with the Jetsons, if anybody's still with us.
Well, at this point, it'd actually be the simulated theory one. It hasn't aired yet. But
See, we're fucking up the timeline. That simulated. See, you'll see.
They would have already seen it by now, but it's not technically out while we're filming this.
So we're fucking up the timeline, sort of.
Yes.
Simulated reality. It's pretty good. All right. So what do you got for me today?
All right. So we talked about cartoons a couple weeks ago.
Ah, yeah.
And I mean, yes, we love cartoons. You know, you saw how passionate we are about cartoons. It's the greatest thing mankind has ever given us, right?
Yes. Infinite possibilities.
Yes. So, let's talk about the show Disenchantment.
Yes.
During one of those early segments, this was before Disenchantment launched. We were talking about it. If you've seen our trailer, that's where
Yeah.
it came from.
We knew nothing about it.
Yeah, we were just like, ah.
We're like, let's do a segment about this show. And we're like, we don't really know much about it other than the trailer, so it'll be kind of hilarious. Seen the trailer with the little guy that looks like Bart Simpson.
I have also seen the trailer, but I am so lazy that I did commit it to memory. But I'm excited for the show.
Yeah, I don't really know much what it's about. I think the name kind of says it all. It's going to be something fairy tale based. We don't know anything about this fucking show. Like, we're tanking here because we don't know anything. Like, did you see it? Nope, didn't see the trailer. Well, fuck. Okay, well, So we've actually seen the show now.
Yeah, as soon as it released on Netflix, I watched all 10 episodes. Was it 10? All 10 episodes simultaneously. That's how fast I can see
I made
the
it
show.
half as far.
You haven't watched all of it yet?
No, because like, every time I try and watch episode 6, like something happens, the doorbell rings, like.
I mean, I don't have a job or anything, so all I do is watch cartoons on Netflix. So
I don't either, but like, people just won't stop knocking on my door.
that sounds like a terrible problem.
Makes me very nervous. So okay, so I could stay with you a little bit on this because I'm half as far as you. So what's the issue that people are having with the critics are having with this show right now? Or
Well, and I've seen a few negative reviews of it, and I thought it was a decent show. I laughed. It was pretty funny. I mean, there were some moments where I kind of thought, this character sounds a lot like the same character from Futurama. So it's not perfect, but I thought it was really good, and I hope there's more. But most people can't seem to disconnect it from Futurama or The Simpsons. Like they're comparing it to his past works. And
what's wrong with that?
I don't understand it. Because Futurama is probably one of my favorite shows, and sure, it's not Futurama, but hey, it's better than not having anything.
See, I wanted to say something right there, but you know what? At this point, I don't think it's a spoiler because all the episodes are on Netflix. They've been there for what?
Hey, if you haven't watched it yet, then
you're gonna want to turn us off right now because I'm just gonna spoil it for you.
Yeah, so you've been warned.
Yep. They are connected because there's a scene in one of the episodes where you see Professor Farnsworth and Bender and Fry and all that.
And it was the Time Machine episode.
And we know because of Nibbler and the Nibblonians or whatever, like, that's how Fry got, he got frozen, but they moved. But if you come on, if you're sticking with us at this point, you know what I'm referencing. They do lots of time travel in that show, so it's...
Mm-hmm. Well, and there's even a point in Bender's Big Score where there was like a little... it was even the first episode where there was like a little medieval universe. And I saw some people say, oh, the castle doesn't look like the Disenchantment castle. And I'm like, well, it was like 20 years ago. Come on. The point of this is, like, a lot of people like to connect things. And, it's kind of fun. Like, you're looking at the clues. Like, there's some clues in this show that are kind of Like, it's modern technology adapted to, like, the medieval setting. It's kind of like, when we talked about the Flintstones animal power stuff. So, if you're speculating this takes place after Fry got frozen, I mean, that's not that far off. So, I understand why people are speculating that. And it's fun. I like fan theories. I mean, I could probably bore you to death with my Star Trek fan theories. I bored him to death with them.
Yep.
Yeah, so, and that's why when I saw this article on the AV Club the other day, it kind of irked me a little bit. So,
is that the one that you sent me?
Yeah. So the title of this thing is "Damn It, Nerds! Stop trying to jam Disenchantment and Futurama into a single shared universe." And the author just goes off like, on people that are just enjoying their Easter eggs. He's like, "Oh, you can't have little Easter eggs anymore because people overanalyze it."
And more specifically, he calls out nerds. And I'm like, wait a minute. He's literally, it's a nerd standing there yelling at other nerds about being nerds. Like, that's what we do. Like you said, fan theories are fun.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times the fan theories are way better than what, the show or any of that ends up being. Like, oh my God, dude, the fan theories I read would have blown what they actually did out of the water if they'd have just listened.
And in a lot of cases, that's true. And that's, like I love watching Westworld. And I actually love, my lazy ass doesn't have to pay that close of attention because all I have to do is go on Reddit and everybody will analyze the episode for me. And that's part of the fun is to kind of like piece all this stuff together and try to figure out what's happening. And if you're right, it's cool. And if you're wrong, it's kind of like, well, I had a lot of fun speculating, what this universe could look like. So, I think this author is kind of like missing the point. Like, we're just having fun.
Yeah, like I don't know what, like, he just like takes issue with like nerds being nerds, and like I take issue with that. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what's your problem? Like we're not doing anything new. Like this is.
I'm sure people like I don't remember the
somebody probably called one of his fan theories stupid, is what it is. Like he's probably got the world's worst fan theories ever, and people are like, no, that sucks, dude. And he's like, you know what, I'm gonna take it out on you then. Your fan theories are stupid. I'm like, really? It's just sad.
Yeah,
it's okay. We're inviting you to the party, dude. Like we said it in the first episode, I think. Like we're all inclusive, man. It's cool. Like you don't gotta feel left out. Like you're a nerd too. It's fine. Come join us. It's all good. And calm down. Like we're sorry.
And ultimately, I mean, they might not even be connected. I mean, that's a distinct possibility. It's just kind of fun to think about the possibilities of it being why. I
like having no clue.
Yeah. And, maybe over the course of the series, as it grows, we may find out it's some giant Matt grinning conspiracy that jams all these universes together, or it was just a cute reference.
Or we forget all the crazy fan theories that we came up with in the beginning, and then you see it unfold and you go, oh my God, we totally called that. We knew, I totally forgot that we said that.
And I've certainly had moments like that. Now, there is something on the opposite end of the spectrum that bothers me just as much. It's when somebody is so attached to their fan theory that when the official thing comes out, they just say, it sucks, crap, I don't like it. Like, for example, remember when The Force Awakens came out?
Yeah.
I left that movie and I thought, yeah, that was a really good movie. I like that. It has all the things I liked about Star Wars. And I get home, I get on the internet, on the forums, on the internet's forums, and I see a bunch of people trashing the movie. And
right away.
Sitting there picking apart all of its flaws as if, the original trilogy was perfect.
Yeah. That's what I don't get. Like, people can't just, like, dude, it's supposed to be suspended belief. Like, just sit back and just...
Yeah, it's just a story. Now, the biggest complaint that I've seen on The Force Awakens is that it's apparently too similar to A New Hope. I keep seeing, desert planet.
That looked about 1,000,000 times better. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's going too far, but I mean...
They said that they did the Death Star again. And, I definitely see that. And it definitely felt similar. But when I was watching the movie, I never once went, oh, this is way too much like A New Hope. Like, not once did I think that. And I get home and, pretty much everybody is saying that. So, okay.
Emo Kylo Ren kind of bugged me a little bit, though.
I thought Kylo Ren was great.
Oh, I like the character. But... the scene where he gets all mad and trashes his room like a teenager, Vader would be extremely disappointed in you.
Oh, I agree.
You could have moved that
was
shit.
A hilarious
moment. You could have thrown your shit across the room with the Force, and you just all that effort for nothing.
Hey,
you disappoint the dark side.
Like grandfather, like grandson, I guess. So, all right. Some people didn't like it. All right, so one of the big things I also see is it's not different enough. Okay, so they got a new director. Last Jedi came out. I went to the theater, watched the movie. I thought it was great. I didn't have a single complaint about it.
I liked it.
I got home, got on the internet, and there was a very vocal
opposition
group of people that didn't care for the movie because it was too different. So it's nobody's ever happy anymore. And, some of this was, he should have done it this way, or they should have done it this way. And it's no, that's the movie that he wanted to make. And, I'm sure if I made Star Wars, which I'm totally not qualified to do, if I was doing it, I might do some things differently, but ultimately I'm not. And I enjoyed the movie.
I thought, visually, I thought it was great. I thought the aesthetic matched. It matched up perfectly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I watch a lot of movies that everybody online seems to not like, and maybe it's I have bad taste, I suppose, or maybe I just like some things for what they are. And, maybe if people would just step back and, not take fictional things so seriously, enjoy things for what they are, maybe you'd find some more happiness in the universe,
It's okay with, watching a dumb movie or a dumb show or whatever. It's just stupid. Yeah, guess what? Maybe it was meant to be stupid. It was meant for you to just... just a mindless entertainment. Laugh for this because it's funny.
I don't think Ace Ventura was ever supposed to be a masterpiece, but I love that movie.
Yeah,
and its sequel. Its sequel is goofy and campy as fuck.
Why did you just call me my devil? Oh, that's how they know you. I love that. The little guy that comes out of the backpack.
Yeah,
is comedian Tommy Davidson.
Really?
He was on In Living Color. Yeah, when he was biting him and stuff. Hilarious.
So I guess in conclusion, everybody just needs to step back and let other people have their fun. Stop going online and making somebody feel bad because their taste in movies isn't exactly in line with yours.
If you don't like something, why even bother to make a comment on it and waste your time about it? It's I used to tell a joke. I'm if you liked what you heard tonight, then tell all your friends. And if you didn't like what you heard, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
There's no reason to okay, so just move on. If you didn't like it, it's fine, but...
off to the next thing.
Yeah, there's a million other things that you can, find that you're going to hate in your lifetime. So go find the next one.
Well, that wraps it up for tonight. I'm Slacker Steve.
And I might be Adam.
Or
we'll see you next week.
Go away.